guys, today I'm going to be showcasing the new buff that they did to the 6-tailed SAIKEN in Roblox Shinobi Life 2. So this tailed beast has had a series of nerfs and buffs, and they did a humongous buff recently, and I think it made this tailed beast viable. At least I know the final form, like the soccer mode, was already viable. It's a super duper good soccer mode. But the first few forms, like the non-soccer cloak form, were just really crappy. And this new update made the first forms really good. So I'll be showcasing the new damage is and what it does now. And I'll also be kind of comparing it to what they used to do before. So hope you guys will enjoy this video. And now let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the 6-tails, I'll go ahead and give you guys like the info on what the damages used to be. So, also I do want to say I do not have max stats yet, but you can see that's my soccer stat. That's the one that affects the mode damages. So that's my soccer stat, and also Taijutsu stat might affect the wall, I'm not sure. But you can see those are my stats just in case. I do apologize for not having max stats, but I'll try my best to explain what that changes were. So, before like any of the nerfs happened, at least maybe as far as I remember, there weren't any nerfs. SAIKEN, I do not remember the original war damage, but the bubble damage, I think it did like 8,000 on impact or something like that, but like tick damage did 8,000 tick damage, so it did really good tick damage, and honestly in my opinion it was the best tailed beast in the game. So yeah, just super OP. It slowed your enemy, and then it just did a crap load of damage. You could combo off of it. It's super duper good. And then they did a nerf. It kept like all the slowing qualities, the size, I'm pretty sure, but they obliterated the damage. Like the damage was horrible after that second update. Even though it's my favorite tailed beast, I just couldn't find it viable in the game anymore due to how big the nerf was. So I do know that the war after the nerf, it was 700 damage, and that also went along to the bubble damage, which also became 700 or 800. So yeah, it had really bad damage. So yeah, I just didn't find it viable. It did 700 damage a tick. I think it did like maybe 1,000 damage when it hit, but after the tick, it just did like 700 damage. So it was only useful if you want a combo, and then at that time, Yuki would just be better because that's just a permanent stun, and it does way more damage, and the wall is way better as well. Even though, in my opinion, I thought SAIKEN was better than Yuki in the beginning. And then after that, they did a buff. I'm assuming they got like a bit of complaints. I saw a few complaints on YouTube, not too many. Everybody was still praising it, but yeah, it got buffed, which I was insanely happy about, so I could use my favorite tailed beast again. And then it was still not as good as it used to be, as it did war damage. The war damage was significantly better than it used to be, in the 1000s range, like 1,200, 1,500 damage. So it had, like, when I had 5,200 in my stats, so it did good damage. And also the bubble damage, I think it did 1,600 or something like that on contact. And then the burn damage was in the 2,000s, I think. Or possibly, I think 2,500 or possibly 3,000 or low 3,000s. So it did good damage. I think it was 2,000 damage or like 2,500 damage. So damage was nowhere near as what it used to be, but still it was a nice improvement of before. And now, after the new update, it has returned to its former glory. So I do apologize that my stats aren't maxed out. So I'm pretty sure they increased the war damage a slight bit. You can see the war. 1,585 damage, so it does, I think it's the same damage. I think it's slightly higher though. Same damage or higher. I'm pretty sure it does higher damage than before. But here the thing really comes in, and once again my stats all are not like maxed out, so we'll not do like the crazy 8,000 damage a tick. But it might do that or get very close to it if I have 5,200 stats. But if it hits, 1,585 damage, the same damage as Waz would do when it hits, and then 6,605 damage. That's completely fine by me. Look at that. And then it doesn't last too long, as you saw, but I don't mind it not lasting as long because still I'm pretty sure before it lasted way long. I'll go ahead and test it in like a more confined space because I'm not sure. It feels like it doesn't last as long, but I'm just happy that the damage has been improved. But look, sorry about that. My streaming software, I ran out of storage on here, so I do apologize about that. But you can see this is the length of the bubbles. It has good range, so it can hit multiple targets. But it's gonna expand, and then it's gonna expand twice, and then I think it falls apart. Yep, so it only does 2 expands instead of, I forgot how much it used to do, but it did a lot more. At least I think it did more than that. But once again, I still don't mind it as much. So it's a buff and a nerf. I am just happy that they buffed the damage because even though it's a slowdown, people can still stand there, especially after the Shinobi nerf that happened. Shinobi isn't as good as it used to be, so I'm fine that they lowered the damage. I'm not sure if it's as good as Yuki. It's really good, I'll say that, and I'm pretty sure that Sakuma is better than Yuki. Unless they change the Yuki so it doesn't do knockback, then I'm probably gonna main Yuki, because Yuki is one of my favorite Tobies too. I think I might like Yuki more than SAIKEN. But, yeah, I just love that they did this buff to it. I think this does more damage than Yuki though. Yuki does like 71,000. No, not 71,000. Yuki has a better stun, like you can't move at all, you're blinded. SAIKEN, it doesn't completely stun, it just slows him down, but I think it does more damage. Yeah, it does. It does like double. No, it might do like. It does way more damage than Yuki. So this one, if you're going for damage, I guess you can go for SAIKEN instead of Yuki. But Yuki is still like the best stun tail beast. Though the Taco Cloak, I don't know if they'd change that. I hope they'd change it because those stun attacks. I'm just sad because they have good stun. I'll use Yuki all the time, but I'm pretty sure the tail beast bomb just it knocks them back. So it's how to get them to be stunned with the tail beast bomb, the Taco Cloak. But hey, it's still I like Yuki. Oh, not so. This is really good. Just that they lowered the duration. I'm fine that they lowered the duration though, because once again they can't stay in it. It's not an infinite stun like Yuki is. Well, infinite stun until the thing runs out, which does take a while. You can see Yuki. I'll show you guys a Yuki damage. I'd like to have Yuki have a damage buff, but the thing is it's so OP, so kind of cancels it out. So you can see. The damage ain't as good. It doesn't do overtime damage, but they're just locked in place. They can't move at all. They're just stuck there, and it will last longer than SAIKEN. You can see that Yuki does last longer than SAIKEN for the stun, but it does less damage. So yeah, pick whatever you want. Stun, go for Yuki. Damage, go for SAIKEN after this update due to the stun nerf on SAIKEN. But still, I'm just so happy that they buffed the damage. SAIKEN's damage was so crap before, and now it's, well, before it was good damage. It was like the best tailed beast, and now it's probably in my top 3, I'd say. I love this. I love this tailed beast so much. But you can see that damage doesn't last as long, but still really, really good. So I'm going to be ending this video right here. Make sure you guys subscribe to 2 Kids in a Pod if you want some more videos like this one. Hopefully this kind of helps you maybe on choosing your next tail beast, or maybe the tail beast you want to level up or main. After this one though, after you level it up, I don't think they did any changes to the chocolate cloak. They might have, but I don't think that they did. They might have, though they might have lowered the duration. I'm not sure. Just speaking of what happened to this one. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!